Hi fellow traders, I've just have taken a sell entry in GBP USD, and I'm going to explain how I took the entry and how I'm going to exit the trade, and what all technical factors I considered to take this position, and what is my plan in case this trade setup fails, and what all opportunities do we have today on GBP USD. Since there is no significant news neither from the UK nor from the US until release of core retail sales and retail sales from the US tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. New York time, we can rely totally on technical factors today. So let's look at the daily time frame first. We have two look-alike patterns on the basis of background made by the market, even though this background is just a look-alike kind of background, and in the and this is not exactly meeting the conditions for those patterns, and those two patterns are double ripple pattern uh, and bread and butter pattern. So if we look at these candles, there are 6 candles to the upside. If there were 7 or 8 candles, and if these candles were faster, it could form a very good condition for a double ripple, or maybe bread and butter pattern. But these candles are a little slower, and there are not significant number of candles. There are only 5 bullish candles to the upside. However, these are look-alike patterns. So according to the double ripple, a market should go faster to the upside, and it should come down. It should close below the 3x3 moving average. This line is 3x3 moving average, so it should close close below first, then close above, and then again close below, and then it will gravitate to the 50% of whole move up from here to here. So that will be called a double ripple pattern, and the target will be 50% of whole move up from this point to this point. So I have already plotted this Fibonacci 50% of the whole move up. And bread and butter pattern says that market can continue in the same direction after a small correction, and even if continuation in the same direction will not last very longer, or will not make another big leg, it will at least go to 60 or 61.8% of the retracement. So that was the previous move to the so here our direction is bullish. This is the correction, or you can say the downward retracement. So if market starts going up, it can go up to 61.8% of the fall from this point to this point. So that's bread and butter. So now we have targets to the both side, and market can move in either direction. Now let's look at two other factors which are supporting the bearish movement more than bullish movement. One is this line. This is MACD predictor. If market is trading below MACD predictor, then it's technically in a downtrend. And here is RSI 22 with value 48.74, which is also saying that this is below 50. So it also supports bearish movement. Now we'll go to the 4-hour time frame, and we'll try to understand what we have here. So I have drawn these 3 lines, and these lines have been accurately drawn as per mathematical measurement. I'm not going to discuss here how to draw all these 3 lines, and how to draw exactly parallel lines in this with the same slope, and how to draw the midline with the same distance from the upper and lower line, because this is a part of education, so it can make the video very lengthier. But yeah, I've drawn the line correctly, and this is the precise midline. So we can trade this channel, and the classic idea of trading any channel is to simply sell at the upper line, close at the midline, or buy at the lower line and close at the midline. So when market started moving down, I sold, and I'm targeting the midline. And I'll discuss about the triggering factor, what exactly did I wait for, or what exactly I saw to enter my position. So here, let's talk. This is the first candle of Monday, and we cannot rely on the higher low of the first candle, because this candle is pretty volatile, not just because of the market movement, but because of the unsystematic and choppy spreads at 5 p.m. New York time. So we will look at the second candle. Second candle made a high and then made a low, and this is some sort of patterns where we should wait for market to either penetrate to the upside or downside. So if there is a bearish momentum in the market, it should go to the downside and penetrate below this low. This low market already penetrated below this low by this bearish engulfing candle here on 1 hour time frame. However, I did not rely on this candle because when this candle closed, it closed pretty near to the previous low, which was 38.53, and then market started going up. So I wanted double confirmation. And there is another reason. We are talking in Tokyo session. London session has not started yet. It's just 1:14 a.m. New York time, so approximately 2 hours to for the London session to open. So I cannot rely on the sluggish movement especially in pound pair before opening of the London session, which is why I waited for further confirmation. But when market started going down again, and when it penetrated below this low, I took my position. So this low was 38.51, and I took my position right below 38.51. My position was entered around 38.58, 1.38508, from where my target will obviously be the midline. So now let's talk about the target. So my trade started at this point, 1.38508, from where my target is. I will not consider here because it will take a few candles for market to reach this line, maybe 5 candles. So then my target will be 32 pips. So 38.186 minus spread, because we'll obviously set the ask price because this is a sell position, so it will be 30 pips. And risk will also be something around 30 pips because our SL can be set above this high. So this is 23.7 pips, and if we add the spreads plus 2-3 extra pips, it will be approximately 23.7 plus 3 plus 3, so 29.6. that will be our risk in case we set the SL. So this is for the people who want to set SL and TP. Otherwise, I suggest you to wait for a closing of the 4-hour candle. If 4-hour candle closes above, if market starts going up and 4-hour candle closes above this upper line of the channel, then you should close your sell position. Maybe you will lose 5, 6 or maybe 10 extra pips, because we do not know how far it will go until the closing of a 4-hour candle. But you can take the chance because there is another opportunity right on the table in case it starts going up. If a 4-hour candle closes above this upper line of the channel, then we can close our sell position with whatever number of pips we lose, maybe 30 pips, maybe 35, 38 or 40 pips, and then we can enter a buy position, and we can close the buy position with a target of at least this point, like this will be 39.092. So let's say market starts going up, it closes something around here, a few pips above this line, and then we enter buy. So we can again make something around 29 or 28 pips on this buy trade. So we can and this trade will be pretty this trade, if market goes to the upside and break the upper line of channel, this trade will be kind of like more solid trade, and we can have more confidence because this phenomena will take place in the London session, and the movement in London session is pretty big. Even if today is Monday, market may be choppy, maybe very volatile, or maybe very sluggish, we do not know yet, but pound is pretty volatile pair, and we can easily get 30 pips in either direction. It's not a big deal. So when we enter this position, we can simply make 28 pips very easily. So even if we lose 30 pips or 35 pips, if we wait for closing of 4-hour candle above the above the upper line of the channel, we can cover the losses just by increasing our lot size. Let's say you trade 3% to the downside, as per let's say 35 pips in the sell trade, which you close in the loss, then you can slightly increase your lot size and you can cover the loss just by earning 28 pips, because profit or loss doesn't depend only on the number of pips. It also it also depends on the lot size. So when we just have 28 pips, we can slightly increase the lot size. However, we always talk about the risk, and even in this case we need to talk about risk. We can't be we can't just think of the profit. So even if market closes above this upper trend above this upper line of the channel, and if we close our previous sell position, I mean existing sell position, and if we enter the buy position, we should think of risk. So if what will happen if market will just close above this upper line, and market give us a condition to buy, and then again market starts falling, then what should we do? So, and when should we exit this position in case it starts falling? So if it starts falling, then definitely we should wait for again wait for the closing of 4-hour candle. If another candle of another 4-hour candle closes back below inside the channel, let's say it goes here and we took the loss on the sell position, now we enter the buy position, and let's say unfortunately again it comes back and closes inside this channel, below this upper line, then there is no other choice than closing your buy position and again entering the sell position. So this will be a pretty this will be a it looks like I'm suggesting over trading, so you can completely skip trading all these setups, or you can again enter the third position, and then you can target the midline. So right now these are all hypothetical things which I'm talking about. Let's wait and watch what's gonna happen. Market is already moving to the downside. My position is running with a profit of plus 2.8 pips right now, because now it's at 38480, not 2.8 bit 2.8 pip precisely, minus a spread obviously because it's a sell position. So let's wait and watch what's gonna happen. But yeah, if we are trading just as per the technical setup, we'll have to be very strict in terms of risk management, and no matter what, we'll have to close the positions as per what I have suggested. So that's all about this GBP USD. And if you have any questions, you can simply comment on our forex analysis page of our website, www.keonconsultancy.com. If you're watching this video on the YouTube, you can comment also on the YouTube, and you can subscribe to our channel to receive our notifications immediately. Sometimes I post my videos right before the news. If you have watched my last video, it was about CPI, which I posted 9 minutes before the release of CPI. So if you have subscribed to the channel, or if you have logged in on forex analysis page of our website, you can receive notification immediately after we post any analysis. So either YouTube or our website, you should subscribe there, and when you receive notification right before any significant news, you can watch the video, because I make quick videos like 4 minutes videos, 5 minutes videos, and then you can make up your mind right before the release of the news. And forex analysis page will give you more analyses, because not only videos but also analysis of screenshots and text are posted there, so you can also read those analyses on time, and you can take advantage of those analysis in your trading. So that's all. Thank you for watching.